Hello, hello! Welcome back to The Vocalist. My name is Bethany, and today it's finally happening. I am going to be hearing Gigi de Lana for the first time. Many of you said I need to hear her sing Through the Fire and Piano in the Dark. And she's got a video on her channel with both songs. It already has over 20 million views and it hasn't even been a year. So I'm anticipating something very epic. Now, for those of you new here, I am a voice teacher and I like to talk about technique when I hear these singers. So I'm not entirely sure how this one's gonna go. The video with both songs is over 9 minutes. So I'm either going to try and not talk too much, or I'm just gonna make this into two parts. So I'll try to pin a comment or make it very clear in the title of this video what I decided to do. Let's get to it.
I look in your eyes and I can see we've loved so dangerously. You're not trusting your heart to anyone. You tell me you're gonna play it smart. We're through before we start. That we've only just begun. When it's this good, there's no saying no.
Oh my goodness.
I want you so I'm ready to go. Through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. For a chance to be with you, I'd gladly risk it all. Through the fire, through whatever come what may. For a chance to love in you, I'll take it all the way. Right down to the wire, even through the fire.
Oh my goodness, I had to just enjoy that for a bit. Okay, my first impression is I adore her voice. I know I say that all the time, but her voice is very unique and I love that she is doing this particular song because it just suits her so well. My initial impression was like, ooh, it's like a modern day sort of Karen Carpenter. It's so smooth. I think that's the best adjective I can come up with. It's just so smooth. It's just like a smooth, creamy voice, and I think it's so beautiful. The other thing I'm noticing is how effortless this is. She's singing this predominantly, like so far I've predominantly heard her chest voice and it's stunning, but when she goes into head voice, it matches and it's such a seamless transition. She's also not hyperextending her jaw, like it's all just in a very neutral, happy, comfortable place. She seems like such a versatile singer because I can easily imagine just like chilling on a Sunday listening to her. I could also imagine going and seeing her live, being by myself or hanging with friends. Like, she's just got that vibe about her that she probably can do a lot of different things.
Yes, I know you're afraid of what you feel. You still need time to heal, and I can help if you're lonely, let me try. You touch me and something in me new, but I can't have with you. I'm not ready to kiss that dream goodbye. When is this we? There's no saying no. Yes, I need you so I'm ready to go. Through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. For a chance to be with you, I'd gladly risk it all. Through the fire.
I'm gonna play that again. It's so clear. Like I was saying, just so smooth. Ugh. It's very striking just how clear and present her tone is. Let me go back.
For a chance to be with you, I'd gladly risk it all. Through the fire, through whatever come what may. For a chance of loving you, I'll take it all the way. Right down through the wire, even through the fire. Through the test of time, through the fire.
Y'all know I'm about to do this. I'm gonna watch that again. Look at her tongue. It is so relaxed. Oh my goodness.
Through the test of time, through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. For a chance to be with you, I gladly risk it all. Through the fire, through whatever come what may. For a chance of loving you, I take it all the way. Right down through the wire, even through the fire. Yeah.
I gotta do that again. Ooh, did you hear that mix? That was so good. It was like a belty rock star mix. Oh, that was so cool.
I take it all the way, right down through the wire, even through the fire. Ooh, through the fire, through the land, through the fire, through the fire, through the fire, to the land, through the fire, through the fire, through the
I have to find out what note that is. I have to play it again. I think that was an A flat. Ah! Oh my gosh, that is an A flat. What?
Come on, babe.
Okay, I can see we've transitioned into song number 2. So I have to make a couple comments. One thing that I love, I've talked about this before too, an Italianate smile really helps singers widen their palette and produce more overtones, a richer sound. So the few times you see her sort of like smile a little bigger or kind of scrunch her nose up just a little bit, like it's such a good technique to add so much more color to your tone. Can we also talk about just how cool she is? Like, she is into this music and it shows, and I love that. But also, that was an A flat 5. Like, that's what I'm talking about when you've got that really cool, like, mixy rock star kind of like screamo but not sound. It's so cool when women can do that. But of course she made it look effortless, like, oh, typical Tuesday. I don't think I've been talking too much, so I think we can combine both of these into one video, so I'm just gonna keep going.
When I find myself watching the time, I never think about all the funny things you said. I feel like it's dead. Where is it leading me now? I turn around in the still of the room, knowing this is when I'm gonna make my move. Wait any longer, and I'm feeling stronger, but just as I walk to the door, I can feel your emotion. Yeah, it's pulling me back to love. Yeah, I know I'm caught up in the middle. I cry just a little, and I think of letting go. I know I gave up on the riddle. I cry just a little when he plays piano in the dark.
Okay, I'm gonna show you something that is so cool that she's doing. I've talked about subglottal pressure before. Basically, it's the idea that you're sort of suspending the air pressure in your larynx so that you have access to it. And so there are a lot of different techniques for sort of maintaining that subglottal pressure, and that way, you know, when you open your cords, you might release some, you bring them back together, but you know that the pressure is still there, that air is still there and just kind of waiting to be used. So let me see if I can find that again. I feel like it happened on the it looked effortless, like it looked like she wasn't even singing or doing anything. Let me see.
It's pulling me back to love. I know I'm caught up in the middle. I
You ready?
cry just a little, and I think of letting go.
Here we go.
I know
So good, so good. So I'm gonna play that again. But yeah, she stayed in the exact same position. Not only like her mouth position, but her laryngeal position. She just like kind of froze everything and then was like, here we go. And she had that beautiful, clear note right after. One more time.
and I think of letting go. I know
So
I
good.
gave up on the riddle. I cry just a little when he plays piano in the dark.
I also really love these runs. They're not overly extravagant, but they just sort of add like her flair to these covers, and I like that a lot. The ad caught me by surprise. I'm gonna go back. I love that smoky sound.
He holds me close like a thief of the heart. He plays a melody born to tear me all apart. The silence is broken, no words is broken, but just as I walk to the door, I can feel your emotion.
Like, we're going back. Listen to all of these colors in her voice. I could even play a game and try and figure out like a new adjective for every sound she's creating. It's so stunning.
The silence is
That had a lot of fry in it. It's beautiful.
broken, no words is
Then it becomes very broad, very warm.
broken, but
And that one's that beautiful clear sound that's still very open, still very full.
just as I walk
A little grittier.
to the door, I can feel your emotion.
And then that's so pretty and elegant and just like girl next door sound.
It's pulling me back to love, yeah. I know
Okay, I want you to notice her head position. So, a lot of times when we think about where our spine meets our skull, we just think about where it bends, but that's not the case. And so, whenever you see a singer sort of like tilt their head back just a tiny bit, that's actually a really cool trick for keeping the larynx in a good position and allowing the pharynx to open rather than kind of like crunching it or bending it one way or the other. Just that little tilt back. I feel like I just sat through a technical masterclass. Like, I am incredibly amazed and impressed with her technique and her voice. A few things that really stood out to me, actually, probably the biggest thing that stood out to me was the fact that she did not allow the text to interfere with one gosh darn thing. Like, a lot of times a singer's tongue and jaw and everything can get a little jumbled up, or you have to really concentrate on technique because of the words you're saying and how the words are influencing your articulators and how you produce sound. But it almost looked like she was just singing ah the whole time, and yet words were flawlessly flowing from her mouth. So that was so incredible to hear. She was just so fun to watch. I'm definitely someone who I like to see performers enjoying themselves. And she was so into the music. It looked like she had a really good rapport and relationship with her band. They all seemed to be very much on the same page. I love the arrangement. I love like the sort of synth sound in the keyboard. That was a really cool choice. Man, it was so good. I know I didn't talk a ton about technique today. Sometimes it's nice to just watch. It's nice to just hang out and watch some really good singers. I say that because I never want you to think like if I say a lot about technique one time but not another, it has something to do with the singer. It doesn't. I think some days I'm just like super into like brainy teacher technical mode, and then other days I just sort of get lost in a performance. Has that ever happened? You know what? This is a great question. I wonder if any of you have experienced this before, because there were times, especially when I was in school and I had to go to a lot of recitals, you would hear a song or a piece or even a singer and you would just forget to breathe because you were just like so into it. And then all of a sudden you like feel your body like take a big breath in because you're like, oh my gosh, like you just freeze because you're so enamored with what you're seeing or hearing or witnessing as a whole. Those are fun. Those are fun moments. I don't know. I hope you guys have had those. And if you haven't, I hope it's in your future at some point. It really, sometimes it just takes the right song or the right singer, the right combination. There's so many variables, but I love music. Yeah. I think that's it for today. Actually, I think I'm going to go watch that again. Probably give myself a mini voice lesson after, see what all I can emulate into my own singing. I really gotta pick up the pace with these videos. Like, there's so many singers I haven't heard before, so I want to hear them. But after I hear them, I just keep wanting to hear more of them. So, I gotta figure this out. But in the meantime, thank you so much for your recommendations. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully I will see you next time.